And we are live. Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. In a few moments, I will do a sound check. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, Game Master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. Let me do that sound check real quick. Sounds good. We're continuing our campaign of Triangle Strategy. So many people mention how it has a terrible name. It tells you almost nothing about what this game is all about. This is Game of Thrones, Square Enix style. I guess it's triangle because you have three nations fighting against each other. Well, at least competing. It seems like there's only one nation so far that has this monopoly over salt and iron. So game. A young hawk soars. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay. They said that the green ones, the side story. Okay, but first I'm going to the encampment. If it isn't Lord Serenoa, how do you do? This humble merchant has brought the finest selection of goods from across the realm. Please have a look. At the provisioner, you can purchase items and accessories and sell unwanted items in your possession. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them, so remember to equip them to the ally of your choosing. This may be accomplished on the unit details screen, the inventory menu, or via the prompt that appears after purchasing the accessory. Okay. Mm, recovery pellet. Those are always useful. Um, one. Oh, they are a bit expensive. I'll purchase one of each. Everything else is too expensive. They even sell iron and stone. Maybe it's for crafting, right? Hmm. I think we are fine like this. Thank you. Please come again. No, no. That's it? Maybe as the game progresses, as the campaign moves forward, there are going to be various non-player characters here. Aha, like a bartender and such. Barkeep. Okay. Roster or inventory? Uh-huh. But who can I... So if I want to equip a recovery pellet to Let's say Frederica. The unit details screen shows you a unit's stats and abilities. You can also equip accessories. So it's here. Okay, I want to equip accessories. But are the items always available? I thought she was an old woman. Mm-hmm. Item on hand. Well, who knows? Let's save the game. And we are going to the side story. War Chronicle? Ah, yes. To see what has been going on. Side story. At Whiteholm Castle, home of Glenbrook's royal family, preparations begin for a grand ceremony to commemorate a new age of harmony between the three nations. I wonder if there's going to be a battle.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the King's Guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
Huh.
He is an embarrassment to our family.
Whoa.
No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Seems a bit of a jerk.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Clarice.
But of course, Your Highness. The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War.
Oh, really?
If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself.
So many?
Over there is Minister Exham Marshall of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them.
Oh, the head.
This man, Sourcelay End of Hyzant, yes?
He looks like a cone head.
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Clarice. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Oh, they're going to fight.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family.
So they are the ones at the top.
Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
Ah, that's my friend. My childhood friend. Who is that?
At ease, Hewitt. I trust all was well in my absence.
Ah, the Hewitt. Yes, he mentioned that woman.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Minor business considering he fought against who knows how many bandits.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all.
Yes, they look like jerks.
Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Wow.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Hmm. Sounds like she has a crush on him.
Hewitt. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
And that was it. Just like, so we could know about the events. I thought perhaps there was going to be a fight. That's the only event. So we continue to Castle Wolfort. Let's save first. Castle Wolfort.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Ah. Oh no.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so?
So he's like the nanny.
Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Serena should have presented them.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
So she's the right hand of my right hand.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
So, my family in this game is only second to the royal family. We must change that situation.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna's aptitudes in battle strikes enemies from the shadows. She's kind of like an assassin. Takes two actions in the same turn, and conceal herself from enemy eyes. And Erador shields allies with superb defensive capabilities. Draws the enemy's attacks, so he's the tank. Counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. That's useful.
As you are well aware, there are two events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenella and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the three nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the two before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Somebody's going to attempt something, right? They always try to assassinate someone during these gatherings.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney. Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Perhaps someone is going to try to kill them during the fight in the battle. Poison arrow or something.
There's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Uh-huh. Well, he doesn't get along with his father and brother.
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzand.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health?
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Sounds really fun. I kinda thought that perhaps his father was sick.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men.
Perhaps he's being poisoned.
So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Always cautious. Paranoia is your best friend. No side mission? Oh, you can zoom out. That's much better. Okay, let's save the game before we continue, because I suspect that we're going to fight. And I suspect that tournament isn't going to be too sportsmanlike. That's the perfect moment to assassinate someone in the middle of a fight. Lord Simon, head of House Wolfort, welcomes Frederica into his home, both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Acefrost's unity.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho, the pleasure is all mine.
He doesn't look sick at all. He looks very strong.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Oh no, he seems like a pretty cool guy. And usually those guys in these situations, Game of Thrones sort of situation, they usually get murdered.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolford, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
Because they're almost on the same level of hierarchy.
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
we could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
Using people like tokens, pawns in a board game.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Oh no! Oh, he's having a seizure, or what?
Father!
Lord Simone!
So he is sick.
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision.
I think someone is poisoning him.
As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
Now, Terranoa is the ruler of the land.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Imagine suddenly someone makes it so that your decisions will impact an entire nation. All the people.
Thank you, Father.
No pressure.
I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son.
That sounds pretty ominous.
And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Something's afoot. I can smell it. A young hawk source completed. Yes, of course. Save the gate.
Years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources.
Everybody working together in harmony. Too good to be true. There is always someone. The shadows.
This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
To arms, brave warriors. Something's going to happen. In this joyous, momentous occasion.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
I'm nervous.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field,
Alchemist.
I'm always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes? I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. Okay, press while holding to perform a dash. Backspace. To end the exploration phase and continue with the story, press space. I'm always dashing. Either way. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norselia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragan's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I could think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. Ah, yes, because I am also participating. Can we enter here? Yes, we can. Who is this? I heard tell Prince Roland is shrinking his duties at the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. What is this? Oh, we cannot interact with the furniture? No. Okay. To see the peace we enjoy now, one would never think that but 30 years ago, our realm was engulfed in war. The Saltiron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to House Wolford. A little boy. Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. Oh, I have some notes here. You will find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they will help you better understand Norselia and its history. View the notes you've collected at any time by selecting War Chronicle Notes from the main menu. Okay. And we enter here. There's nobody here. Ah, a little kitty. Little kitty cat. Ah, there's my betrothed. There is no rest for a young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Yes, I am aware. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land, so that we might share the weight of your duties. That's very kind of them. It's just like him to gallivant off with nary a word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? It says here, to know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Erador told me, in perhaps more colorful words. It is the port at the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, but not at the expense of fair trade. Wolford is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace, and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. I think the third one is better. Wolford is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. It must be an example. And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I am sure. There are always threats to the peace, however, as your encounter with the bandits proved. Of course, simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task in itself. You have given me much to consider. And gold. Nothing like taking gold out of the houses of the people you rule over. Ah, what's that? Oh, there's items everywhere. I need to pay more close attention. My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. We're playing hide and seek till the dad comes home. I need to find a place to hide, and quick. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. Ah, one of my favorite games. Barrels were always my favorite places to hide. It takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help your father when you are older. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. Safety first. Don't go hiding inside of a chest that locks itself and they find your corpse. Who knows how many years later. That's supposed to have actually happened, like a real life story. I will. Dad got awful mad when I climbed up on the rooftops. Awful mad. That anger comes from a place of concern. I'm not saying you shouldn't hide, but promise you'll keep your safety in mind. Aye, a promise with my lord is as good as gold. Dad will be glad to hear it. Can we shift the camera? Yes. Looks like a diorama, one of those old school Games Workshop dioramas from Warhammer's Old World. Ah, there's something here. Recovery pellet. Can I look? Ah, there is a limit. I thought I could look from... Okay. I already entered here. This town is prosperous and its people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement by my experience. You are too kind, Lord Dragon. Ah, my apologies, but you are... What? I am Serenoa. The apology should be mine. I'm Serenoa Wolford. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured, I shall be punctual in my arrival. As long as you are punctual. Ah, how do you... Ah, like this. Ah, I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simon will spark inspiration. A lot of folk have come to town for the ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in wide-eyed wonder. Ah, well, that's the Lord Dragon, probably. I can scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host to such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will win glory, which will be known as the fiercest in all Norcelia? I mean to be there when history is made. I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. More pellets. We're going to need all of that recovery when we fight in the Colosseum, or the battle arena, or whatever it is. I think I have finished exploring. Oh, there are more pellets. Everybody's dropping recovery pellets around my town. Can we save system? And we can save. There we go. And we're going to wait for today when it comes to triangle strategy. This was all diplomacy and interacting with the characters, but tomorrow there will surely be a battle, the grand tournament. Thank you for watching this live stream, and thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. In about less than 20 minutes, I'm going to be streaming Is Origin. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. Once again, thank you and see you later.